Look around you. Most people are loud, scattered, and predictable. They talk too much. They react to everything. They give their loyalty to anyone who smiles. And then they wonder why nobody respects them, why nobody fears crossing them, why nobody bows. Here's what they never understood. Power isn't given to the loudest man in the room. It's given to the one who controls 4 things: his time, his temper, and his trust. Master those 4, and you stop chasing respect. It starts hunting you. Today, you learn exactly how. Sit down, pay attention. Chapter 1. Time. Let's start with time, because time is the only thing you'll never get back, and the way you treat it tells everyone exactly how much you're worth. Watch how the average person spends their day. They wake up and reach for their phone before they reach for their own thoughts. They let the first hour of their morning get stolen by other people's noise messages, notifications, and news about strangers. By the time they actually start living, half their energy is already gone. You will not do this. From now on, the first hour belongs to you and no one else. Not your phone, not your boss, not the world, you. Here's the principle you need to carve into your mind. Every minute you give away, you can never sell back. When you say yes to something that doesn't matter, you are saying no to something that does. That meeting had no purpose. That conversation is going nowhere. That favor for someone who would never lift a finger for you. Each one is a withdrawal from an account you cannot refill. So you start auditing. Take one full day and write down where every hour goes. Not in your head, on paper, in front of your eyes. Most people have never once seen the truth of where their life is leaking out. When you see it written down, it becomes impossible to lie to yourself. You'll find dead hours, hours spent scrolling, hours spent waiting on people who don't value you, hours spent in worry that produce nothing. That's your raw material. That's the time you're going to reclaim. Now build your day like a man who knows his worth. Decide the night before what tomorrow's 3 most important actions are. Not 10, 3. 10 tasks is a wish list. 3 tasks are a plan. When you wake up, you attack those 3 before you let anyone else into your schedule. Most people spend their best energy on other people's priorities and save their leftovers for their own dreams. You're going to do the opposite. Your dream gets your sharpest hours. Everyone else gets what's left. Learn to protect your time with the word no. This is where most people fail because they think saying no makes them rude or selfish. Wrong. Saying no is how you stay in command of your own life. Every time you say yes to please someone, you hand them the steering wheel. You don't owe anyone an explanation for guarding your hours. No is a complete sentence. Practice it until it stops feeling uncomfortable, because the discomfort is exactly what's been keeping you a servant to other people's plans. Understand the difference between being busy and being effective. Busy people are everywhere, running around, exhausted, always behind, wearing their stress like a badge of honor. But ask them what they actually built this year, and they go silent. Effective people look calm because they're not wasting motion. They do less, but everything they do counts. Stop measuring yourself by how tired you are. Start measuring yourself by what you produce. A man who works 12 hours and builds nothing is poorer than a man who works 4 hours and builds an empire. Now, here's something the busy crowd never learns. Rest is part of the work. You are not a machine that runs forever. The men who win the long game protect their sleep, protect their recovery, and come back sharper. The ones who brag about running on no sleep burn out and disappear. Guarding your time also means guarding the time you do nothing, because that's when your mind repairs itself and your best ideas arrive. Cut the time thieves out of your life. Some of them are habits. Some of them are people. You know who they are. The ones who call only when they need something, who drain your energy and give nothing back, who fill your hours with drama that has nothing to do with your future. You don't have to make a speech about it. You simply become less available. Slowly, quietly, you starve the connection of your time, and it fades. Your time is your kingdom. You decide who gets to enter. Set deadlines on everything, even things that don't have one. Work expands to fill whatever space you give it. Give a task a week, and it takes a week. Give it a day, and it takes a day. The pressure of a deadline forces decision, kills perfectionism, and gets things done. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start. The perfect moment is a lie people tell themselves to justify never beginning. You start now with what you have, where you are. And here is the deepest truth about time. You must think in decades but act in days. Most people overestimate what they can do in a week and badly underestimate what they can do in 5 years. They quit because they don't see results fast enough. But the man who shows up every single day doing the small, unglamorous work becomes unstoppable, not because any one day mattered, but because all of them stacked together into something no shortcut could ever build. Patience isn't passive. Patience is a weapon. While everyone else is chasing the quick win and burning out, you're quietly compounding day after day until one morning they wake up and you're untouchable. Guard your attention as fiercely as your hours. Time and attention are not the same thing. You can sit at a desk for 8 hours and accomplish nothing if your mind is split into 100 pieces. Single tasking is a lost art. When you do one thing, do only that thing. Close the other tabs, silence the phone. Give the work in front of you everything you have, then move on. Divided attention is shallow attention, and shallow attention builds shallow results. Finally, respect other people's time the way you respect your own. Be early. Keep your word about when things will be done. A man who is reliable with time becomes trusted with everything else. When you say you'll be there at 9, you're there at 9. When you say it'll be finished Friday, it's finished Friday. This isn't about being nice. It's about being a man whose word means something, and in a world full of people who are always late and always making excuses, your reliability alone will set you apart. So this is your first mastery. Take back your mornings, audit your hours, choose 3 things and attack them first. Say no without apology. Cut the thieves. Think in decades. Act in days. Treat your time like the rarest thing you own, because it is, and the moment you start respecting it, the world starts respecting you. Chapter 2. Tongue. Now we come to the tongue. The most dangerous thing you carry isn't in your hand, it's behind your teeth. And the man who learns to control it holds a power most people will never even touch. Watch the room next time you're in one. Notice who talks the most. Usually, it's the person with the least to say. They fill every silence with noise because silence makes them nervous. They tell you their plans, their feeling, their opinions on everything, their secrets, the secrets of others. And the more they talk, the smaller they become. Because every word a man speaks is information he's giving away about how he thinks, what he fears, and what he wants. The one who talks less and watches more always holds the advantage. So the first law of the tongue is this: say less than you think. Not because you have nothing to offer, but because the words you hold back are the ones that give you power. When you speak rarely, your words carry weight. When you speak constantly, they become background noise. People lean in to listen to the quiet man. They tune out the loud one. Become the man whose words are worth waiting for. Learn the power of the pause. When someone asks you a question, you don't have to answer instantly. Take a breath. Let the silence sit. Most people are so afraid of silence that they'll rush to fill it. And in that rush, they reveal too much, agree too fast, commit to things they shouldn't. You let the silence do the work. A pause makes you look thoughtful, controlled, and in command. It tells the room your words are deliberate, not desperate. Never reveal everything you know. Information is currency, and you don't empty your pockets in front of everyone. Keep something in reserve. The man who shows all his cards has nothing left to play. This isn't about being dishonest, it's about being strategic. You can tell the truth and still not tell all of it. There's a difference between lying and simply choosing what's yours to share and what stays behind your teeth. Stop complaining. Every complaint is a confession of weakness. It tells the world you're a victim, that things happen to you and you can't handle them. Nobody is drawn to a complainer. Nobody is drawn to a complainer. When something goes wrong, you have 2 choices: fix it or be quiet about it. Talking about your problems to people who can't solve them just spreads your weakness around. The strong move is silence and action. Let your results speak so loud that you never have to. Stop gossiping and watch how you become a man people trust. When you talk about others behind their backs, everyone listening knows exactly what you'll do to them when they leave the room. Gossip feels like connection, but it's poison. It marks you as someone who cannot be trusted with anything. The man who refuses to speak ill of absent people, who changes the subject when the knives come out, becomes the one others bring their real confidences to. And that trust is worth more than any cheap moment of bonding over someone else's flaws. Control your tone, because how you say something matters more than what you say. The same words can land as respect or as insult, depending entirely on your tone. A calm, steady, low voice carries authority. A loud, rushed, high-pitched voice signals panic and weakness. When everyone around you is getting louder, you get quieter, and watch how the room turns to you. The man who never raises his voice but always gets heard has learned something most people never will. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Over-explaining is a sign of insecurity. When you're sure of yourself, you state your position once and let it stand. You don't need everyone to agree with you. You don't need to win every argument. Most arguments aren't worth your breath. The man who walks away from a pointless argument hasn't lost. He's saved his energy for something that actually matters. Let small people have the last word. You have a life to build. Learn to ask questions instead of making statements. The person asking the questions controls the conversation. When you ask, you learn about the other person, their needs, their weaknesses, their desires. When you only talk, you learn nothing. A good question puts the other person in the spotlight while you sit back and observe. Most people are so eager to talk about themselves that they'll tell you everything you need to know if you simply ask and then stay quiet enough to listen. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Don't make promises to please people in the moment. Don't agree just to avoid friction. When your word is reliable, it becomes powerful. People build their plans around a man whose yes means yes and whose no means no. But the man who says whatever sounds good in the moment, who agrees with everyone, who never disappoints anyone to their face, that man's word means nothing, and everyone eventually figures it out. Praise carefully and criticize rarely. When you give praise too easily, it loses all value. When you give it rarely and sincerely, a single word from you can mean everything to someone. And when you must criticize, do it in private, never in public. Humiliating someone in front of others doesn't make you look strong. It makes you look cruel, and it creates an enemy who will wait for their moment. Correct people in a way that lets them keep their dignity, and they'll be loyal to you for it. Guard your secrets and the secrets of others. A secret shared is no longer a secret. The moment you tell one person, you've lost control of it. If you can't keep your own counsel, why would anyone trust you with theirs? The vault that never opens is the one everyone wants to put their valuables in. Become that vault. Let people learn that what they tell you stays with you, and you become the most trusted man they know. And finally, understand that sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. Silence unnerves people. It makes them wonder what you're thinking. It gives you time to read the situation while they squirm. When you're insulted, silence can be more devastating than any comeback. When you're pressured to respond, silence keeps you in control. You don't owe anyone a reaction. The man who can sit in silence while others fall apart trying to fill it has a power that words could never give him. So this is your second mastery. Speak less, watch more. Use the pause. Hold information in reserve. Kill your complaining and your gossiping. Control your tone. Stop explaining yourself. Ask instead of telling. Keep your word. Keep secrets. And learn when to say nothing at all. Your tongue can build you an empire or burn it to the ground. From today, you decide which. Chapter 3. Temper. Now we arrive at temper. And this is where most men lose everything they've built. You can master your time. You can master your time, but the moment you lose control of your temper, you hand the keys of your kingdom to whoever provoked you. Understand this first. The man who angers you controls you. The moment someone can push your buttons and make you react, they own you. They found your strings and they can pull them whenever they want. But insult, a smirk, a disrespectful word, and suddenly you're not thinking. You're reacting, doing exactly what they wanted. The most dangerous man in any room isn't the one who's quickest to anger. It's the one nothing can shake. Become unshakable, and you become untouchable. This doesn't mean you don't feel anger. Anger is natural. It's information. It tells you a line has been crossed. The difference between the master and the slave isn't whether they feel anger. It's the space between feeling it and acting on it. Most people have no space. Provocation goes straight to reaction. You're going to build a gap, a breath, a moment where you feel the heat rise and you choose, deliberately, what to do with it. That gap is everything. In that gap lives all of your power. When you feel the anger coming, slow down, slow your breathing, slow your speech, slow your movement. Anger wants speed. It wants you to react before you think, to say the thing you can't take back, to throw the punch that ruins your life. So you do the opposite. You become slow and deliberate. You take the breath. You let the first wave pass, because the first wave of anger always lies to you. It tells you that reacting will make you feel better, that this is the moment to unleash. It's wrong. The man who waits even 30 seconds makes a completely different choice than the man who reacts instantly. Never make a decision while you're angry. Anger makes you stupid. It narrows your vision until you can only see the insult in front of you and not the whole board. Decisions made in anger are almost always wrong, and they're almost always expensive. When you're heated, you do nothing permanent. You don't send the message. You don't quit the job. You don't end the relationship. You wait until the storm passes and your mind is clear, and then you decide from a place of strength instead of a place of reaction. Learn to use cold anger instead of hot anger. Hot anger explodes. It's loud, messy, and it burns the person feeling it more than anyone else. Cold anger is controlled. It's quiet. It's the calm, focused resolve of a man who has been wronged and is going to do something about it. Not in a fit of rage, but with patience and precision. Hot anger throws chairs. Cold anger builds, plans, and acts when the time is right. One destroys the man who holds it. The other becomes fuel. Don't let other people's chaos become your chaos. The world is full of people having a bad day who want to share it with you. The rude stranger, the angry driver, the person looking to start a fight. Most of the time, their anger has nothing to do with you. You just happen to be there. When you let them pull you into their storm, you've let a stranger ruin your day over nothing. Refuse to take the bait. Their behavior is about them, not you. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Stop taking things personally. Most of what people do, they do because of who they are, not because of you. The person who disrespects you would disrespect anyone in your place. The person who lashes out is carrying pain that has nothing to do with you. When you stop making everything about yourself, the things that used to enrage you stop having power over you. You see them clearly as someone else's problem spilling out, and you simply choose not to pick it up. Build a longer fuse through discomfort. Your temper is like a muscle. The more you train it under controlled pressure, the stronger it gets. Put yourself in situations that test your patience on purpose. Stay calm in traffic. Stay calm when the line is slow. Stay calm when things don't go your way in small things. Each time you stay steady when you'd normally snap, you're building the capacity to stay steady when it really counts. You don't rise to the level of your intentions in a crisis. You fall to the level of your training. Remember that the calmest man in the room is usually the most powerful. When everyone else is panicking, the one who stays calm becomes the leader by default. People are drawn to calm in a storm. They follow the steady voice. In any crisis, the man who doesn't lose his head gains the trust and authority of everyone who did. Your composure under pressure isn't just self-control, it's leadership. It tells the world you can handle whatever comes, and people want to follow a man who can handle things. Channel the energy instead of suppressing it. This is important. Controlling your temper doesn't mean swallowing your anger until it poisons. That energy is real and it's powerful. The skill is in redirecting it. Take it to the gym. Pour it into your work. Use it as fuel. to build the very thing that proves your doubters wrong. The greatest achievements often come from men who took the fire of their anger and aimed it at a goal instead of at a person. Don't waste that fire on a moment of revenge. Invest it in a lifetime of results. Forgive, but not for them, for you. Holding on to rage is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. The grudge doesn't hurt them. It eats you. It keeps you chained to the very person who wronged you, replaying the offense, feeding it your energy. Letting go isn't weakness, and it isn't about them deserving it. It's about refusing to let someone live rent-free in your mind. You release it because you have better things to do with your energy than carry a weight that only drags you down. And know when anger is appropriate. Total absence of anger isn't mastery either. Sometimes a controlled, deliberate display of anger, used precisely, sends a message that calm never could. The master isn't the man who never shows anger. He's the man who decides exactly when, how much, and at whom. Never out of reaction, always out of intention. When you control it that completely, even your anger becomes a tool instead of a weakness. So this is your third mastery. Build the gap between feeling and acting. Slow down when the heat rises. Never decide while angry. Use cold over hot. Don't carry other people's chaos. Stop taking things personally. Train your fuse. Stay calm in the storm. Channel the fire into your work. Let go of grudges. Control your temper completely, and no one will ever be able to control you. Chapter 4. Trust. And now the last one. Trust. This is the deepest of the four because it works in two directions. Who you trust and who trusts you. Master both, and you build something no one can take from you. Get it wrong, and everything else you've built can come crashing down in a single betrayal. Start with this hard truth. Trust is earned slowly and given carefully. Most people get this backwards. They trust too fast, hand their loyalty to anyone who's friendly, open up to people who haven't proven anything, and then they're shocked when they get burned. You're going to do it differently. You're going to let people earn your trust over time through their action, not their words. Anyone can say the right things. Watch what they do. Watch how they treat people who can't help them. Watch whether they keep their small promises, because a man who breaks small promises will break big ones too. Judge people by patterns, not by moments. Anyone can have a good day. Anyone can show up impressive once, but who someone is reveals itself over time, in repetition. Don't trust someone because of one grand gesture. Trust them because of 100 small, consistent actions. And don't write someone off for one mistake. Watch whether it becomes a pattern. People show you who they are constantly, in small ways, if you're paying attention. Most people aren't paying attention. You will be. Understand the difference between people who are loyal to you and people who are loyal to what you provide. Some people are around you because of your money, your status, your usefulness to them. The moment that dries up, they vanish. Others stand by you when you have nothing to offer. Those are the rare ones. You find out who they are in your worst moment, not your best. Pay attention to who shows up when you're down, when there's nothing to gain from being near you. Those people are worth more than gold, and you protect that loyalty with everything you have. Now flip it around. Become a man worth trusting. This is where your real power comes from. In a world full of people who lie, flake, and betray, the man whose word is iron becomes irreplaceable. When you say you'll do something, you do it. When you commit, you follow through. When you're trusted with something private, it dies with you. This reputation takes years to build and seconds to destroy, so you guard it like your life depends on it, because your future does. Be loyal to the people who are loyal to you, fiercely and without question. Loyalty is the rarest currency in the world, and a man who has even a few truly loyal people around him is wealthier than a man with 1,000 fair-weather friends. When someone has proven themselves to you, you stand by them. You defend them when they're not in the room. You show up for them when it's inconvenient. That kind of loyalty, given to the right people, comes back to you multiplied. Build a small circle of people who would go to war for you and be the man who would do the same for them. But never confuse loyalty with blindness. Being loyal doesn't mean ignoring betrayal or tolerating disrespect. The strongest men are loyal until they're crossed, and once trust is truly broken, they don't keep handing it back to be broken again. Forgiveness is for your own peace, but trust, once shattered by real betrayal, should not be rebuilt easily. A man who keeps trusting someone who has betrayed him repeatedly isn't loyal, he's foolish. Protect your loyalty by reserving it for people who honor it. Keep your circle small and chosen, not large and accidental. Most people collect connections like trophies, surrounding themselves with crowds and calling it success. But a large circle is a weak circle. The more people you let close, the more chances for betrayal, drama, and leaks. The strong move is a small, tight, trusted circle of people who've proven themselves. You don't need 100 associates. You need a handful of people you trust with your life. Quality over quantity, always. Watch how people treat others, because that's how they'll eventually treat you. The person who gossips to you will gossip about you. The person who betrays others for their benefit will betray you when it benefits them. The person who's cruel to the waiter, who lies to others, who breaks their word to people who can't fight back, that's who they really are, and you're just seeing them on their best behavior. Don't tell yourself you'll be the exception. You won't be. Don't reveal your full hand even to those you trust. This sounds cold, but it's wisdom. Even people who love you can make mistakes, get pressured, or change over time. You don't have to be paranoid, but you don't have to be naive either. Keep some things to yourself, not because you suspect betrayal, but because a man who keeps his own counsel is never fully at the mercy of anyone else. The most important plans, the deepest cards, you hold close until the time is right. Forgive betrayal if you choose to, but never forget the lesson it taught you. When someone shows you they're capable of crossing you, believe them. You can let go of the anger. You can even, in some cases, give a relationship another chance. But you'd be a fool to pretend it never happened. Carry the lesson forward. Adjust how much you expose yourself. The pain of betrayal is expensive. At least make sure you get the education you paid for. And understand the greatest power of trust. When you become genuinely trustworthy, doors open that money can't open. People give opportunities to those they trust. They invest in those they trust. They follow those they trust. The man known for keeping his word, for loyalty, for being solid when others crumble, that man gets brought into rooms others never see, handed responsibilities others never get, given chances others only dream of. Your reputation walks into the room before you do. Make sure it's working for you. Above all, trust yourself. At the end of every decision, the one person you have to live with is you. Build a track record with yourself. Keep the promises you make to yourself. Follow through on your own commitments. Prove to yourself that your word means something, even when no one's watching. The man who trusts himself doesn't need constant approval from others. He doesn't crumble at criticism or chase every opinion. He has an anchor inside himself, and that anchor holds him steady when the whole world is trying to pull him in every direction. So this is your fourth mastery. Give trust slowly. Earn it carefully. Judge by patterns. Know who's loyal to you versus what you provide. Become a man of iron word. Keep your circle small and proven. Watch how people treat others. Forgive betrayal, but keep the lesson. And above everything, become someone you yourself can trust completely. So here it is. Time, tongue, temp, trust. 4 masteries that separate the men who command respect from the men who beg for it. Most people will never master even one. They'll stay loud, scattered, reactive, and naive their whole lives, and they'll never understand why the world walks past them. But not you. You now know what they don't. Start today. Pick one and attack it. Then the next. Then the next. Master all 4, and you won't have to demand respect ever again. You'll simply walk into the room and watch everyone bow. Now go.